The coffee she could barely afford. It was a cold autumn morning when Emily Parker, a single mom of two, walked into a small-town cafe after dropping her kids at school. Her hands were freezing, her wallet almost empty, and her heart heavy. She only had $10 left until payday. She ordered a small coffee for herself, her one treat of the week, when the door opened, and a man in a muddy jacket walked in. He looked tired, maybe lost. When he reached the counter, his card was declined. The man smiled awkwardly and stepped aside. Without thinking, Emily said softly, "I got it. Please, add his coffee to my bill." The man looked at her, surprised. "You sure?" he asked. "Yeah," she smiled. "Everyone needs a warm cup once in a while." She didn't know that tiny act of kindness would change her entire life. The stranger with sad eyes. The man introduced himself as Jack, thanking her again. He had rough hands, a quiet voice, and eyes that looked like they had seen too much. They talked for a few minutes before he left, saying, "I owe you one, ma'am. More than you think." Emily laughed lightly. "It's just coffee." That night, as she tucked her children into bed, she whispered a prayer for a better tomorrow, more work hours, maybe some luck. She had no idea that luck was already on its way, in the form of that same stranger. The helicopter at dawn. The next morning, Emily was making breakfast when the ground started to shake. The noise grew louder until her little house vibrated. Her daughter ran to the window and screamed, "Mom! There's a helicopter on our lawn." Emily rushed outside, her robe flapping in the wind. The same man, Jack, was stepping out, but this time, he wasn't wearing that muddy jacket. He was in a suit, surrounded by men in black. Emily froze. What is happening?" Jack smiled warmly. "Emily, I'm sorry I didn't tell you yesterday. My name isn't just Jack. It's Jack Hamilton, CEO of Hamilton Enterprises." Emily blinked. "You mean, the construction company?" "Yes," he said. "And you just bought coffee for its owner." The offer that changed everything. Jack explained that he had been traveling undercover to inspect one of his rural projects and had stopped at that cafe unrecognized. Emily's kindness had touched him, because she had given when she had so little. He handed her an envelope. Inside was a check for $50,000 and a note that said, "Kindness builds homes. Let's build yours." Tears filled Emily's eyes. "I can't accept this," she whispered. Jack smiled. "Then let's call it an investment. You'll manage the new community cafe we're opening. Full salary, benefits, and your coffee's on me this time." A sky full of hope. Months later, the cafe had a new sign, Hope Brew, owned by Emily Parker. Her kids helped her bake muffins, Jack visited often, sometimes with business, sometimes just to talk. And though Emily never bought another coffee for him again, she always kept that $10 bill framed above the counter. A reminder that sometimes, one small act of kindness can make the whole world land at your doorstep.